Hello friends, this is your Trendline investor again providing the Nifty outlook for the 8th of July 2021. Now, quickly checking into what happened yesterday. Now, actually we had a wonderful day yesterday. Markets closed in green, and as I mentioned in the plan, so this was the trend line to watch out for. And Nifty actually dipped towards the trend line in the morning, and then we reversed strong in the first 30 minutes, and then we retested the trend line two times before actually Nifty took off. Also, if you notice from 9:15 to 9:30, right? So 9:15 to entire 145 till this time, actually Nifty was contracting in volatility. Now, when I mention contracting volatility, this means that the price moves were reducing as and when the time was progressing, and until 145 there was Nifty contraction and volatility that was happening. And then around 150 is when the volatility started expanding, which means the price started expanding. And then we came, there was a short explosion towards 15,860 odd, and then we retested the trend line breakout here, and then we closed at the day's high and forming a very good green candle on the daily charts. Right, so that's a beautiful green candle which we had today after that demand which popped up at in the day opening today. Right, so now what's the learning from yesterday? Now, the learning from yesterday is that whenever you see the price consolidation happening for many hours, right, in a range. Now, this was price consolidation which was happening in the 5th of July from 9:25 till almost the entire day, right? Whenever you see price consolidating in range for more than few hours, now these kind of ranges is probably going to act as support again when the price goes up and then it comes back again, right? Now, when you combine this support along with the trend line here, right? So this is called the confluence of support zones or confluence of trend lines, right? So this is a trend line and this is a horizontal trend line. Now, both these acting as strong support, and such setups should increase your conviction, and you should be able to probably take such trades, without thinking twice. Now, that's the learning that we should take from yesterday. Now, what's my view for today? Now, if you had carried your longs from yesterday, then probably you should trail your stop loss to this low around 15,830 levels. Right, and you should keep trailing with higher high and higher lows. Now, if you don't know how to use higher high, higher lows, or if you're not really well versed with it, you could refer to this, pivot points high low from TradingView. So just use the default indicator, and you can see clearly the higher highs, higher lows plotted, right, at whatever point. For example, here at this point, 15,874 is what is the pivot point, and then today we had higher lows forming, and then we had this point here where we broke out from the lower highs formation, right? So if you're a beginner, you can follow this indicator to learn. So again, what's the plan for today? If you're long, then if you're an intraday trader, then you might probably want to wait for dips towards the trend line over here, right? So because right now we are in a no trade range, there's no point going long right here because you don't know which side we're going to head. So if you want to go long, wait for a dip towards the trend line here around 15,840 levels, right, 530 to 540 to go long. And if we gap down towards this zone tomorrow in the morning, then definitely one can go long with a stop at 15,810, which is around this zone here, right? So that should be a stop. Else, the other plan is if we gap up above 15,915. Now, 15,915 is very, very strong resistance. If you see on the early charts, it's much clearer, right? So that's the zone that you have to watch for. I'm just going to switch off this pivot. That's the zone you have to watch for. If you gap up above 59.15, which probably is the only way we're going to cross this resistance, then also you can go long with probably the day low as a stop for a good reward. But even positional traders, if you cross 59.15, even positional traders can actually get a good reward if you are willing to take that trade. And the plan for short is if we head higher tomorrow and we see again the price gets rejected and we start coming down, then probably you can go short with that high point as a stop, and for targets of 15,830, 840 again. Now this trend line here or somewhere around this zone, right? So this is a trend line you have to keep watching tomorrow. If you're going short, then that should be a first target. And if we break the trend line, if you break this trend line, then probably you can look even for targets of 15,800, right? So that's my analysis for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.